Hey guys, how you doing? Today is about as Philly as it gets here at Philly Guy Bass Stars, because we're going to be paying tribute to Mr. Stanley Clarke. And it don't get bigger than that in Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia. And once again, I need to remind everyone that the best bass players in the world, Philadelphia. So having said that, he's the first guy to beat a major star on a bass from Philadelphia. He set the bar so high that, I mean, he was an international bass star right away when he's a young man. And he's, let's face it, he's also really tall. So the bar was put up there, and I don't know if the other guys were tall enough to do it, but Stanley could do chords on the bass. He's the first guy to do chords. He's the first guy to do the thump and the fingers, okay? And he's the first guy to become, like, you know, have hits. He actually had hit records on a bass guitar as a bass guitar player, having hit records. That had never been did before. So there's just a multitude of bass-related things for Stanley Clarke from Philadelphia, and it's ridiculous. He did everything on the bass. So I'm going to do some stuff in the stylings of Stanley. I don't really need to get into the rest of his career. If you don't, I mean, one thing I will say about Stanley is he always rocks a Philadelphia Eagles hat. Chip Kelly's Philadelphia Eagles, go Birds. Stanley's a huge fan of the Birds. So I like that always. But I will make a side note. He plays those lembic basses. I think they're called lembic. And, well, when I was a young man, I worked over there in Bryn Mawr. Yeah, you know, rich people. And I washed dishes in a restaurant. And I think it was called Alligators or whatever. And all those Villanova students, I got to tell you, they are mean. They are not nice people. They were mean to me all the time. But I saved up. I bought myself a lembic. And it was kind of weird. I wanted to sound like Stanley and do all those sounds. I didn't sound like Stanley, no how. I sound like one of them weirdos that plays with the Grateful Dead, or what's that band, Fishes. I don't like how those basses sound, but Stanley makes those basses sound great. All the other guys playing them, though, let's just go on to other things that are positive about the bass, okay? So here's a little bit. I hope I'm in tune. It's been hard to keep this bass in tune. I don't know why. It's very, you know, warm out and humid. But here it goes. Thump. Stanley Clarke, Philadelphia's #1 bass hero. I salute you.